everybody, welcome back to another video. I actually created a tutorial for you all to make some of their own bees, so I thought I would share that with you today. This is one I have made previously. As you can see, I've put it on a keyring, which is totally optional. Obviously that is preferable to you. If you don't want to do that, obviously you don't have to. The bee is kind of made in two sections. We have the body part with the yellow and the black stripes, and then we have the wings, and then we sew it all together. So they're the two sections that we're going to work on today. So I have some black, some white and some yellow. This is cotton, paint box cotton in a DK weight. You can use any yarn that you prefer. Obviously depending on the weight will depend on kind of the size of the bee and so forth like that. And also I'm using a cotton just because I am turning them into a keyring, but you can obviously use acrylic or wool based or any kind of wool that you prefer. I will leave links to this yarn in the description box down below if you want to go and check it out, along with links to stuffing and kind of just the materials that you need in this tutorial. As I've said, you need some stuffing, and then I have my little keyring to add on at the very end. I have a darning needle to sew my piece together. I also have a 3.5mm crochet hook. I've sized down very slightly just so that I can get a bit of a tighter look, but you can just use the normal corresponding or just size down maybe 1 or 2 points with your crochet hook. And a pair of scissors to chop off my ends. So sorry, that was a very long-winded introduction. We can get started right now. Okay then, so popping everything else to the side but your yellow yarn, you're going to start off with a magic circle. So if you've never done one of these before, I do have a tutorial on them which I will also leave in the description box down below, but you can do your magic circle in whichever way that you prefer to work a magic circle, and just chain one as well. So into your magic circle you're going to begin with 6 double crochets. I'm working in UK terminology for this bee today. This is a double crochet in UK terminology and a single crochet in US terminology. It's the same stitch, it's just different terms. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. That's 1 double crochet, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. That's 2. 3, 4, 5, and a 6th. And then you can gently tug on your magic circle to close up the ring, like so. You're going to slip stitch into your first double crochet from that round, just to close over your circle. I do just want to quickly mention, if you do struggle with working in a round, the bee is obviously going to be worked in a round, so if you do struggle with it, just attach a stitch marker here, but you will be joining every round with a slip stitch, so you should be able to follow the round easily enough, but if you do struggle with it, you can always add your stitch marker onto it. So chain 1 to begin round number 2, and in round number 2 you're going to work an increase into every single double crochet. So that's 2 double crochets into every double crochet. You will end up with a total of 12 double crochets. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Into the exact same stitch, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. That's 1 increase. Into the next stitch, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, and yarn over, pull through 2. That's your second increase. Into the next stitch, work another increase, and so on all the way around. Okay then, so I've made it back round to the beginning. I'm again going to slip stitch into the first stitch from that round like so, slip stitching over like so. And there we have round number 2. For round number 3, you're going to work 1 double crochet, and then into the next stitch you're going to work an increase. I'll just show you that now. So chain 1, into the stitch below work a double crochet, and into the next stitch you're going to work an increase. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2, and into the exact same stitch work another double crochet. Then into the next stitch you're going to work a double crochet, just 1, and into the stitch after that working an increase. And you're going to continue that all the way around. 1 double crochet, and into the next stitch 2 double crochets. Like so. You're going to slip stitch into the top of that double crochet at the very beginning, and there we have worked round number 3. So now we're moving on to round number 4, and in round number 4 you're just going to work double crochets into every stitch around. So chain 1, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. That's 1 double crochet, and you're just going to work that into every single stitch around for round number 4. And then slip stitch into the top of that double crochet to complete the round. So you'll notice that your work will start to curl up. What you just want to do is gently fold it the other way so you've got the right side facing outwards. You don't want to be working your work this way with the wrong side out. You want to gently fold it over so that it starts curling up in the right way. Round number 5 is the exact same as round number 4. You're just going to work a round of double crochets into every single stitch around, starting with a chain 1 and a double crochet, working that all the way around for round number 5. Okay then, and just slip stitch into the top of that double crochet to finish off that round. So that is the first section of yellow actually completed, and now we are going to change colour to our black yarn. So all I do to change colours, obviously there is so many different ways that you can change colour, and if you have like a preferential way that you'd like to do it, then you can do it like that. But if you have no idea, all I do is simply chain 1 and cut off my yellow yarn and pull through, so that's nice and secure and knotted, and then I grab my black yarn, which is the colour I'm changing colour to. I find the section that I'm going into, so the first double crochet of the round here, insert my crochet hook, I kind of loop my yarn around my crochet hook like so, pull the yarn through so it's kind of secure. I then chain 1, and now we're ready to begin with the black yarn. That's all I do. If you didn't get that, just go ahead and rewind the video, and also I will be repeating this once I change colour from my black to my yellow as well, so if you want to go and watch further on, you can do. But now we are ready with our black yarn, and we're about to do round 6 and 7. So these 2 rounds are just double crochets in every single stitch around. So you're going to begin with a chain 1, you're going to insert your crochet hook. I've just finished my round number 7. I know it's really difficult to see because it's a really dark yarn obviously, but I've just slip stitched into the top of my double crochet, and now I'm ready once again to change colour. So all I'm going to do is chain 1, cut my yarn like so, and pull through so it's nice and tight and secure. I am then going to grab my yellow, so the colour I'm changing to, and into the first stitch of the round, so the stitch that you basically just slip stitched into, insert your crochet hook like so. Kind of lay your yarn over your crochet hook and pull it through like so. Chain 1 to secure down, and they have changed colours. So again, this is a little bit repetitive, so we're on row 8 now. So from 8 till 11, so 3 rows, you're going to work double crochets in every stitch around. So 3 more rounds working with the yellow yarn using double crochets in every single stitch around. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Into every single stitch around for 3 rounds using the yellow yarn. And I will meet you back when you have completed that. Okay then, so I've just finished those 3 rounds of the yellow. So as you can see, we had obviously our first couple of rounds in the yellow, then we had 2 rounds of the black, and now we've had 3 rounds of the yellow again. We're now on to our very last colour change, which is back to the black colour. So chain 1, cut your yarn, pull through. I've just actually tucked all of my ends nicely into the bee so that they weren't in my way, because it can get a little bit fiddly when they're all out. So I've just tucked those in nicely. And then I've got my colour that I'm changing to, which is my black. I'm going to insert my hook into the first stitch of the round, lay my yarn over like so, pull through and chain 1 to secure. So with the black, you're going to work 2 more rounds finally of double crochets in every single stitch. So if you want to pause the video here and meet me back once you've done that, and then we can finish our bee off. Okay then, we're on our final few rounds of the bee. I know you can't really see where I'm working because the yarn is black, but hopefully you'll be able to understand through what I'm telling and showing, kind of thing. So you're going to chain 1, and into the first stitch you're going to work a double crochet like normally. And then you're going to work a decrease. So into the next 2 stitches, you're going to decrease those into 1. So I'm actually going to work an invisible decrease, which I've shown in last week's video, I think. I'll leave a link in the description down below. If you don't know how to invisible decrease, it's super simple. Go and check that video out. Or you can just do a normal decrease if you find that easier. So decrease into the next 2 stitches with a double crochet. Then into the next stitch work a normal double crochet and decrease the next 2 stitches. So you're going to work that all the way along, working 1 double crochet and then a decrease. And then 1 double crochet and then a decrease. And then into the top of the double crochet, just work a slip stitch like so. And there you have worked that round. So now we're actually ready to stuff our bee just before our last round of decreases. So all I'm going to do is take a small amount of stuffing. Again, I said I'd leave this in the description box down below. You only need a very small amount. I'm just going to kind of a bigger loop so that I don't lose the loop when I'm stuffing my bee, but you can stuff in whichever way that you prefer. What I like to do is take a small amount of stuffing and just poke it into my bee, just bit by bit. Okay then, so that feels pretty snug to me. I don't really go for an exact science, but until it feels quite firm but not overly stuffed, you only need a little bit of stuffing for this because it's only a very, very small piece of crochet work. So now we're ready to complete the body of the bee with one final round of black. So again, I do apologise, it is very difficult to see because of the black colour, but hopefully you'll be able to tell what I'm doing. So you're going to begin this round with a chain of 1 like usual, and in this round you're just going to work decreases into every single stitch. So you're going to work into the first stitch. Now I'm going to work invisible decreases again, so through both front loops, like so, and then finishing off my double crochet. So at the end of this round, once you've completed all of your decreases, which I know can be a little bit fiddly, especially now you have stuffed it and because the stitches just get really, really close together. But at the end of this round, you should have a total of 6 stitches. So you've decreased from 12 double crochets to 6 double crochets by working decreases into every single pair of stitches. There we go, the final one. And then if you can just find your first double crochet from the round and work a slip stitch into that stitch, like so. So now you can chain 1, and I like to leave a little bit of a longer tail for this one because you're going to need some to sew the bottom together. So I'm just going to leave a little bit of a longer tail, and then I can pull through my yarn and give it a nice tug to secure down. So as I've said, now we need to kind of close up this bottom hole here, and what you're going to do is just do some sewing. What you're going to do is grab your darning needle. You can use any darning needle, I've just got a small one here, and thread your needle like so. And then what you're going to do to close up the hole is you're going to work through, if you can see on your work, you might not be able to see on mine again because it's black, but you're going to sew through the front loops of your stitches. So you've got 6 stitches, and through the front loops of those stitches, so where I'm placing my needle through here, you're going to sew through. So through the first front loop and pull through, and then come down and go through the second front loop, pull up, and then bring your needle down and go through the third one, bring your needle down, go through the fourth one. So you're just going to go through that rhythm, bring your needle down, through the loop, down, through the loop, all the way until the end. And then what you can do is give it a tug, and your work should kind of cinch up nicely. So now all you can do is poke your needle through anywhere in that black and just kind of hide that end inside the bee, like so. And now I can cut that end off, and the body of my bee is complete. So now all we need to do is the wings, and then we can assemble. So now we're ready to work with our white yarn, and the wings are really easy. They're 3 rounds and then you're done. So you're going to start with a magic circle. like so, and chain 1, and you're going to work 6 double crochets into that magic circle. So 1, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, that's 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and then you can pull your magic circle nice and tight. Then all you're going to do is slip stitch into the top of that first stitch, like so, and then into every single stitch you're going to work an increase. So chain 1, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, into the same stitch work another double crochet, and there is 1 increase. You're just going to work that into every single stitch around, so you have a total of 12 double crochets, like so, and then you can slip stitch again into the top of that double crochet. And now our final round is just double crochets into every single stitch. So chain 1, and into every single stitch around work a double crochet. And what this will just do is kind of bring up the sides of the wing, which you'll see once you've finished this round. Slip stitch into the top of that double crochet, and there you have your wing. So chain 1 and cut your yarn. Again, I like to leave a little bit of length to this one because I'm going to be sewing the wings on, and then you can just pull through and give it a good tug. So as you can see, the edges have been brought up of the wing, and that's kind of the effect that we want to have when we sew it onto the bee. So you need 2 wings, so repeat these 3 rounds. So it's a round 6 double crochets, then a round of increases, so 12 double crochets, and then 1 double crochet into every single stitch, which is another 12. Okay then, so I've just done my 2 wings, and now we're on to the final stage, and that is sewing them on. So it is quite tricky to kind of show you exactly how to sew on, because it's kind of your preference where you really want your wings. But all you're going to do is take the body, and in this section here of the yellow stripe, you're going to sew your wings on. So I'm going to show you where I'm kind of going to put mine. So I've just threaded my needle up and I'm ready to sew on my wing. I'm going to find the spot that I'm going to go in for, and I'm just going to thread through here. This bit can be quite fiddly because the pieces are so small, but once you've worked out where you want to place your wing, it's not too difficult. I'm just going up through the body, through the white, and then back down through the body. And there my wing is secure. Then all you need to do is kind of sew in your white ends. So what I just like to do is go back through a section of my wing at the very bottom, like so, and just give that a quick sew in. And of course my end from the very beginning of the magic circle, we need to sew that one in as well. So again, just quickly sewing that on, like so. There's no really special way to do it, you just kind of need to find what works right for you. But to get your wings to stand up, I literally just sew the bottom edge. So as you can see, I've just sewn along this bottom edge. I haven't gone through any other stitches, or I haven't gone all the way around. I've just done this bottom edge. So I'm just going to sew on my other one now, and then your bee will be finished. And there you have your bee. So you can see both my wings are sewn on. They're sticking up nicely because I've only sewn along the bottom edge. And there we have completed the bee. So as I said, you can turn this into a keyring, or you can just leave it like this. It's a super cute pattern to do. I've really been enjoying making quite a few of these, so it's nice to share that with you as well. I hope you all found this video lots of fun, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave me a like, and comment down below what videos you'd like to see from me in the future. Whether you'd like to see more of these types of videos or more bigger project based things, let me know down below. Also, if you get the chance, subscribe to my channel so you never miss a video and you join this wonderful community of crafters. And thank you all. I will see you very soon with another one.